Good morning. Today is Tuesday, and I have quite a busy day in what seems to be quite a busy week. I just did some skincare. I made some breakfast so I can eat while I'm like in this meeting, and coffee and my water, and I just bring it all to my desk. So I have all my little snack and my breakfast ready to go. Today's agenda this morning, there's like a 1.5 hour training. I have a group of girls that are doing a virtual service project. They're starting it this month and then they'll complete it during the fall. And they're just meetings weekly with elderly citizens in our neighborhood or in our community. And so there's a training portion, and then obviously as a faculty person I have to sit in on that, and then there's going to be weekly meetings or twice weekly meetings with different cohorts of girls. So that's just starting, waiting for everybody to come in. And so I also have a blog post that went out on the Holy Ruckus, which is like a Catholic multimedia network, and they have a blog, podcast, Instagram. So mine was about my experiences being Black and Catholic, which was for me hard to write, and but I also thought like really necessary. So I will link that below. And thankfully I have this training, so I don't have to really think about like any negative reactions that might come about it, or having to be like fully engaged with feedback. And I could just let it percolate in the world, and then focus on my actual work stuff. And then after that, I have an interview that I'm doing. I'm recording with someone, this girl that I really like from Instagram, Ambitiously Sierra. That's her name on Instagram. And so after that, I have some time. I'm behind on some content creation for the podcast for the launch, which is next week. Yeah, so that's pretty much the agenda for the first part of the day. And then as usual on Tuesdays I teach a bootcamp class at 5:30, and after that I think I'll work a little bit more on the podcast. I have a lot of recordings but not a lot of editings. Taking a quick lunch break, eating some quesadillas, Valentina, and water.
Through the whole house safely and finish getting the place filled out. Nice.
Okay, so I'm back and I am ready to record. I have my microphone and I have my, let me show you. I create like an outline for every guest, and just like basic questions, like the intro, things that they put in their, can you see? Things that they put in their questionnaire, and that helps me come up with like guiding questions to ask them as we talk. Obviously, if it's more organic, it's better. But then if there's like kind of like dead silence and the conversation isn't flowing, then I have some more questions to ask them. Most of the episodes have been averaging around anywhere from like 45 to an hour. Some have been on the shorter end, some have been closer to an hour, a little bit over. So that's a nice little range, and I'm excited. I thought I had a set of who was gonna be like the first 2 episodes, but as I keep recording people, I keep like shuffling the order. So I just need to like, I think this is the last week. Well, I have one on Monday, but next week. But after that, I'm gonna like stop, edit all of them, and make sure I at least have the first 5 ready for Thursday, which is the launch day next week. And the social media stuff and all of that with those episodes, and then I can focus on getting more guests later on in October or August, for like later in the fall. So I feel ahead but also behind at the same time, and I'm gonna just finish setting up and answer some work emails. This is like my break. For a normal day, I wake up, I do like any virtual service stuff that I have to do for work, emailing, and then if I have to record, I record around lunchtime. I lucked out that the last meeting I had ended a little earlier than expected, so I had some time to take an actual break for lunch and not eat while I work. And now I'm gonna check a couple quick emails before I hop on to this virtual recording session with Sierra. Class, ignore this messy dresser. So typically I have to wear black bottoms and the assigned shirt. So this is the shirt that's like the more breathable tank top option. And so today I'm going with my girlfriend collective leggings. They are high-waisted, and this is an extra 3X, but I probably could have gone for a 2X. They're pretty stretchy and I've washed it a ton of times and it's lasted pretty well. The other thing that I do is I spritz my hair with water. This is just by where I put my makeup. So it's just a fine mist, so my hair's not damp. But when I wear my hat with my uniform, whatever moisture is exposed from my scalp, it's not like completely drying and itchy. And my scalp has been going through some issues anyway lately, so I just do that to rehydrate myself, and then I do that on my face as well. It's a nice light mist. I also have like different mists that I like to use. I have a brightening mist from Beauty Counter that I love. I have one from Vichy that I like. That's a hydrating mist. It's just something to like kind of cool me down. If I was teaching outside, I might even put it in the fridge and then take it with me in my bag to mist my face, just like keep my face nice and cool and relaxed. Another mist that I like is this body spray. It has essential oils. It's not a perfume, but it's from Good Chemistry, which is a Target brand. You can find it next to the cleaner natural beauty stuff. And this scent is called Daydreamer. It's a vivid and lush with a hint of longing. Not sure what that means, but essentially it has like pineapple and cashmere, so it's not too fruity. That cashmere actually like warms it up, and I just like to spray so I like feel like I'm like putting something on to get ready to go to work. And then the final thing that I like is, of course, SPF. I have my Beauty Counter SPF that I put on my arms. Probably not right now, probably closer to when I leave, so it's like the full extent of its use could be used. And then this is a powder SPF from Ilia. I just put it, this is really great multi-purpose, but I just add some moisture to my sponge and then put it along my face. It's a dual purpose because it's a powder. It helps absorb oils and moisture, and obviously you sweat a lot when you work out, but it also has that SPF. I find that this is a pretty like drying powder. It's super matte, and it's actually a little bit light, so it's not really truly translucent as it says, but because I am planning on sweating a lot and wearing a mask, it helps with protecting my skin from the sun when I'm in and out headed to the class, and it is helping absorb moisture. So I do that. The alternative would just be to use any facial sunscreen, but this is nice if you have makeup on. Maybe you had makeup on during the day and you don't want to like remove it completely or have it be messed up with like lotions. So this is a good alternative. A spray sunscreen would also be a good alternative. That's pretty much what I do. I'm gonna drink some water, have a little quick bite, and then head over to teach a class. Here's the full outfit. My hat. This is the mask that I'm wearing when I teach. They also give us those like paper kind of surgical masks if we would like, but I'm gonna test this out. I got this from Amazon. And then my shoes, and I'm ready to go. Water, sanitizer, all that. Ready to teach. And I am back home. I stopped by the local grocery store to get some bits for dinner tonight. But yes, I'm home. I definitely got the blog post that I talked about earlier. I received some really positive feedback, and anyone that knows me really personally knows that I'm not the best at receiving compliments. So it's been like, I'm happy, but it's also like, like, I don't know, it's a weird vibe. I'm not like, words of affirmation are like not me at all. And so I just have to like receive the compliments and to receive the joy without like wanting to retreat into my total shell of like not liking attention. But yeah, so it just makes me happy that it resonates with people and that the messages in the blog post are being received. So I will link that in the description box. It's titled Thoughts and a Prayer from a Disappointed Black Catholic. Whoa. Wow, I just realized that like it's kind of a play on thoughts and prayers, but I didn't do that intentionally. So there's that. So if you want to listen, or if you want to read, I will link that below. It's just, unearthing some of the emotions and things that I've had ruminating in my head about the intersection of being Black and being Catholic. So there's that. And let me take off this sweaty clothes and relax and finish off some podcast stuff before hubby comes home and we eat dinner. I wanted to share a product that I love, especially for after the gym. These are just organic cotton wipes, and they're from, what is the name of this company? One for One. And they also make like feminine products. So I believe the mission is that one goes to someone in need. Yes, here. For every one, it's L. For every L product you purchase, L provides access to feminine care to women in need. So it's, if you like socially conscious brands and that helps contribute to your purchase, that's a good brand. And I like it because there's no synthetic pesticides or chlorine bleaching. It's pretty natural. And so like you can just like, do a quick wipe before maybe you have to go run errands after you worked out, or, it's just a sweaty day outside and you want this to keep in your bag. Another brand that has this is the Honey Pot, but these are a little bit on the cheaper side, and you can find these at Target and I think CVS and Walgreens, wherever you get like feminine products.